ladies and gentlemen, Panzer here, and welcome to Rocket League. Now, this is an interesting game because I did not expect to like this game as much as I do. And, well, what is it all about? Well, you are a football player. And I know that sounds a little bit strange, but you are a football player. This is a remote-controlled car that you are in control of as a player. And yeah, it's basically a football game. Which is not, again, it's not a game I expected to like as much as it is. So, I'm going to just take you to the options menu. I'm playing with a controller, so if you're seeing the controller prompts, that is the reason why. It is recommended to play with a controller, so that is why I'm playing with one. Now, first off, there are rebindable controls for everything, including for controllers, which is something that's often overlooked. You normally are left with just a preset, but no, this actually gives you a full set of rebindable controls for your gamepad. I'm using a 360 controller, of course, so that is why you're seeing these. Right, video settings. There's full screen borderless, there's a full set of resolution options, and there's quite a decent amount of actual graphics options, which are very, very nice. And the game itself looks pretty good. It's very simple graphics, but they do it really, really well, and I really like that. There is an option for local split screen, I believe, so you do have the option to do vertical or horizontal split screen there. So you can do local co-op if you so choose. Now, there are, of course, tutorials and training sessions available, and vehicle customization. So there's a progression system, and you do unlock these as you play. So these are the different chassis that you can choose, and they do have different abilities, I guess. It comes down to stats tracking mainly. So with these chassis, they do track how many wins you've had in them, and I've had one win in this particular chassis. I quite like the design of a lot of these. They are quite nice. This is a funny looking one, and it saves your options based on the actual chassis. So this is customized, this is not. Now you have different decals, you have color options. Now these color options are limited to what team you're playing on. So you have different shades of blue and different shades, you have different shades of orange as well. And different finish types, which you can unlock as you play. And different wheel options, these also unlock as you play. So it's quite a fair amount of stuff already available at launch. And these are your boost colors. So you can see right here there is different colors available, which is quite nice. The red one isn't bad. It has this little smoky effect going on there, which but I prefer the yellow one, just a preference. And you have hats. It's gonna get Team Fortress 2-esque up in here, maybe. So you do have the hats available, and of course there are little antenna ornaments right here, and these are all unlockable as well. And they do have country flags. And one thing that I do want to point out, they have, I believe, all of the countries represented, which is something that I really like, because after all, if you're going to do flags at all, then you might as well include all of them. Alright, so we're going to jump into an exhibition match against a couple of bots, and there are a lot of different options. The unfair option even gives you the option to play against more than one bot if you believe that you should do that. We're going to just go into a rookie match on a 1v1 so I can kind of show you what this looks like. In fact, we're going to play on a different... yeah, let's go with that one. That's not one I've actually played before. Okay, so first off we'll just join a team, and off we go. So the rules are exactly the same as normal football, and the physics are very nicely simulated. Where's the ball? Right, so we have a quick option to switch to the ball cam. That's not an innuendo, it is actually looking to the ball, hence the name. And there are these little options, little pickups along the way, which gives you boost. And of course you can tackle the others out of the way. Now, because it's all physics-based, so the amount of momentum you have when you hit the ball will translate into the actual ball itself. So, of course, if you imagine a football player kicking the actual ball, it's all about kind of gathering that speed up. But because you're a car, you have to build up that speed as you go along. You can't, of course, kick as a car, so it's kind of like... Oh, we almost got it in on the first shot. And we have a power slide option as well, very useful for changing direction very quickly. And we have a little jump as well, which will allow us to get a little bit of air and hopefully head of the ball there. And there's a little bit of air control, so we can actually turn around in the air, which is also very useful for change direction. In fact, there's a lot of little tricks that you can sort of learn to do, even down to the way that you hit the other cars. You can definitely get some nice little turns and little flicks going on that can really mess up your opponents as well. So definitely there's a lot of potential here. And of course, if you hit towards the goal, it'll turn towards the or rather, the actual lights on the ball will change depending on which territory they're actually in. So here you can see little orange lights. You can little wall ride over there. Missed the ball. Oh, that's an own goal. Might have messed that up a little bit. There's a nice little replay system as well, which you might remember from a lot of football games, particularly the FIFA series. It has that option as well, and I believe this looks like a corner kick or of some sort. You do seem to start in different places, and I think that's based on the fact that the game is meant to be played as a 3v3. So just trying to get a nice little positioning going on there. And one thing that's really nice about it as well is that when the ball starts moving at a very high rate, it starts to get a little bit of a... Oh, just missed it. Not doing too well right now. Right, let's try and get that back in there. One thing that makes the game a little bit tricky is that you can't really see in front of the ball. So that's where teammates have to come in and really call it out for you. So if you happen to be dribbling the ball forward, you can't really see what's directly in front of you. So you have that massive blind spot in front of you. Just gonna get the ball moving back towards the goal again. Now the cars do change direction very quickly, so if you do want to kind of keep it in a particular area, you have the ability to do that. Oh, just missed the ball there. Was going for the trap and completely missed it. So that's basically the game. It's got all the basic rules of football, minus maybe the offside rule. I've not actually seen that being played, but then again, in a 1v1 match, it doesn't seem to make much sense. That wasn't actually me. If you see on the replay there, the the bot actually pushed me. So that might have been an own goal, actually. So we're down to the last minute of this match, and you can basically see how the game is played out here. You've got to really manage the positioning of your teammates and picking up those boosts along the way, because the boost does not actually regenerate on its own. You have to rely on these little pickups to get them back. And a single pickup doesn't actually give you a full boost either, so the knowing the optimum line to take to get as much boost as possible is definitely one thing to bear in mind. In fact, you can actually see just where the boosts are being placed. They do follow that sort of center and wing kind of layout. So if you were to, for example, want to take the ball down the wing, then there are enough boosts in that area to kind of keep it, to keep you at maximum speed all the way through. Oh, just missed there. Either way, it's still a win for us. And that's given us a new item to equip. So let's go and have a look at that. So back to the garage here, and we have Ion Purple, which is a completely different looking boost there. So that's quite nice looking actually, might keep that. But that's basically the game. It's a football game with online multiplayer, of course, and I believe local split screen, possibly. Yeah, it does look like you can actually definitely do that. So you can just turn the bots off completely. So you have up to a 4v4 game available. But yeah, I think I might actually do a little bit of multiplayer content with this game, so do stay tuned to the channel to find out more about that. But this is basically it. This is Rocket League. It is now available on Steam for, I believe, $20 or your regional equivalent. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Panzer, and I'll see you next time.